Hey everyone, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this short video. So this week I reached out to a good friend of mine, Ryan Napoli, up in North Dakota State University. He's a assistant strength and conditioning coach up there, and in case you guys have been living under a rock, North Dakota State has won 5 national championships in a row. So at the 1AA level, there hasn't been a more dominant force in college football over the past 5 years than North Dakota State. So he answers the question that I asked him, and I want to thank Ryan once again for taking the time to answer this question. Hope you guys can get something away from it. I know he's busy, so appreciate you, Ryan, and stay strong.
All right, guys. My name is Ryan Napoli, assistant strength and conditioning coach at North Dakota State University. I'm the first assistant with North Dakota State University football. I'm also the head strength and conditioning coach for NDSU wrestling and the track field throwing events, so shot, disc, hammer, and javelin throwers. On this question was sent to me by John for his page. The question is, the football program you work with has won 5 national championships in a row. How do you, as a strength and conditioning staff, continue to find new ways to challenge the players not to be content, deal with adversity, and still chase the next ring? It's kind of a question that we've gotten asked a few times. I guess there's no real easy way to answer. I think the answer always kind of changes a little bit, but the number one thing is culture. We've built a culture up here that we're very proud of, a culture that buys in a way. It kind of encompasses all of our athletics, and our whole strength staff has adopted it. But it's about working hard and doing the little things and doing the detailed things, no matter how much of a grind it is. We grind quite a bit. We don't miss time in the weight room. Going back to that culture, we don't let our guys wear the championship stuff in the weight room. So when we start back up in January after the championship game, it's time for next season. So when we came back in January, it was 2016 Bison haven't done anything yet. So now it's time to work towards 2016 and the challenges of 2016 being the first game of the season with Charleston Southern, and then Game 2 being Eastern Washington, and Game 3 being at Iowa, and then the Missouri Valley Conference. That's what we're working for. We're not worried about what just happened because that's great and all. We took a couple weeks there to celebrate that, but now it's time for what's next. So as a strength staff, we're constantly preaching that. We can't get complacent, and we can't, start feeling ourselves too much. We always got to keep them, keep challenging them to see what's next, and to continue to work for what's upcoming and not to live in the past. And, we just have to stay on them. We have to stay on ourselves, too, as a staff. It's really easy as a staff to sit there and think, we're the 5-time defending national champ strength and conditioning coaches or football coaches or, any of the coaches in our program. And we got to continue to challenge ourselves. We can't get complacent. The couple of things that we say around here, stay humble and stay hungry. We got to stay humble all the time. That target keeps getting bigger and bigger on our backs, and we take that as a challenge, And a lot of it has to do with the kids that we recruit. The kids that we have here are phenomenal, and they play with that chip on their shoulder. And we just got to continue to develop that and keep that culture going. Let those guys know, hey, people are gunning for you, but it's okay because we're going to work harder. We're going to run harder. We're going to grind and grind and grind. When other people are going to take it off, we're going to continue to grind. That's just the mentality. That's the mentality of North Dakota State University, not just football, but North Dakota State. It's what makes this place pretty special, and I really think when you look at how you challenge your athletes to stay, not to get complacent, you got to challenge them to stay humble and stay hungry. Stay allergic to the big meal. Eat crumbs all the time and stay grinding. And that's kind of how we approach it. We take a very workmanlike attitude, hard hat and lunch pail to work every day with you. And that's just the mindset that we have when we come in the weight room every day. And we don't do anything fancy. Don't have any anything special rituals that they do when they walk in here. It's just, hey, it's another day. We have to continue to go 1-0 for the day. We got to continue to grind. And we got to continue to get better and better so we can do something special in 2016. We just have to challenge them and put them in position, to be challenged. Put them through a little adversity in the summers when we run and during the lifts, and during winter conditioning. We'll put them through adversity and test them mentally and challenge leaders to step up, because part of what keeps you at that level is having great leadership. And that great leadership has to come from, the younger guys seeing it done before them and then implementing it. So, we tell us, especially as freshmen, hey, watch the seniors. So that now these guys that are seniors have watched it when they were freshmen and sophomore, and then junior year and senior year, they can start applying what the leadership needs to be like, and how it needs to be handled. So I think, that's kind of the way to answer that question. Culture, creating that championship culture is huge, and then challenging yourself as a strength coach and your staff. My boss challenges me all the time, and sometimes I have to challenge him, and definitely got to challenge each other and the GAs and interns all the way through. And hey, we can't get complacent, because if we're complacent, then the kids are gonna be complacent. So you gotta bring it every day. You gotta bring it, and you can't ever think you got it made. And just staying humble yourself as a coach, so that those guys, because they're gonna pick up on everything. They see so much more than we think they see, and just challenge them to stay humble and stay hungry every day, and have that attitude in everything you do. Have that attitude in the weight room, in your life, in the classroom, on the field. That's just the message that we preach, and hopefully we can continue doing a great job of preaching that message and staying humble and hungry ourselves, and seeing what 2016 has in store for us. So I really appreciate John for thinking about me, and all you other strength coaches out there and everybody watching this. Continue to stay strong, continue to follow the passion, and keep chasing your dreams. Thanks, guys.